Yeah, welcome back, y'all, to Peace on the Streets Radio Show. I'm your host, Prince of the Sun.
And your girl, Mimi.
You know what time it is, Mimi. We do have a guest in the house first.
We do!
Yes, let's introduce our guest.
Roman Tillis in the building.
What's up, Roman Rome?
What's good?
Everything is good. How about yourself, brother?
I'm doing good. You know, better than I deserve living.
All right, another day, huh, brother?
Another day, exactly.
Well, hold tight. And speaking of keeping another day going, we got a one and only. Her name is Nurse V.
Oh, we need Nurse V.
What's up? We need you, Nurse V. What going on, God?
Hi, everyone. How's everyone doing?
Everybody doing well. We're trying to stay safe
And healthy, and we've been monitoring our friends, and if we see them going too far, we don't hang out with them, Nurse V.
We ain't hanging at the bars on Church Street. Did you see the bars at
Did
Church
you
Street?
see that?
Whoa, unbelievable.
And first they allowed drinking in the streets because they wanted it to be outside. I get that, right?
Yeah,
Instead of being inside the
right.
bars. But do you think that was safe, guys? What do you think about that?
Well, it just was too many people. You're going to have to limit how many people are going to be able to be in one area. I mean, that thing was crazy. Did you see it, Nurse V?
Yeah, but you don't. And they're not wearing their masks, and that's the sad part about it. And I'm telling you for a fact. I'm not going to mention names. For a fact,
Oh, boy.
there's a lot of young guys out there and young women, like in their 20s up, and they're walking around with the virus, not caring who they share the love with.
Well, you had the
Which
say it's a joke. When you have the president saying it's a joke, and you got a lot of president followers, and so they bucking the system. They ain't even trying to wear their mask.
I know.
I'm just saying.
You know the sad part is, think about it. You're gonna share your love with someone that you love so much, who's a lot older than you, that will kill that person. You know, it hasn't happened to the president at that moment, but let me tell you, this is a serious virus. It's no joke. There's people right now as we speak walking around knowing they have it, and they don't care.
Right.
They don't care.
And that
is a fact.
Wow.
That is a fact.
And that was just like HIV. A lot of people that had it, they knew they had it. Remember, Mama? And when they had it, they was infecting people, and then they started putting things in place. They started locking them up. So, you know what I'm saying? So even with this, and then when you have the president, he holds the highest seat in America. He holds the highest seat. When you got someone got the highest seat in America, and he takes it for a joke, guess what? A lot of folks are looking like, well, Trump, it ain't bothering him. Then he's saying, don't worry about it. He had said it was going to go away in a couple of months. I remember when he got on TV and said that. Yeah. And look at it. It's getting worse.
Yeah, and you know what's going to happen? It's going to be less people in this world. That's what's going to happen.
No.
That's the way you're eliminating people, less people, because the virus. It affects everyone differently. Everyone is different. I couldn't tell you. Some people are very blessed. It did not affect them that serious.
Right.
But there's some people in ICU fighting for their life, and it's climbing up again.
I've seen it. I've watched the news.
And there's some people, even though they end up in ICU, they still feel the symptomatics. They still feel weak.
Right.
They can hardly walk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can hardly walk. You have to learn how to walk again.
Jesus.
It affects so many people in so many ways that it all depends on your immune system. It's all about you, how you can handle the virus. But keep in mind, you have to learn to protect yourself, because you could be that carrier.
And how can we protect ourselves? I heard you say immune system. So we should be taking our vitamins, vitamins D, vitamin C, all that, building our immune system up so it can fight.
You still have
often.
to protect yourself. I suggest it's starting to climb up so bad now, especially during the holidays. I myself, if I go to the store, I will besides my mask, and it's tight around my nose, especially covering my mouth, not above my nose. I make sure I wear either glasses or goggles you can wear. You can wear your regular glasses if you have prescription glasses, the glasses that you wear. I go in with a baseball cap covering my head too, because if I don't have the glasses, I move down my baseball cap, so it's kind of like covering my eyes, because this virus also goes in your eyes, and not just this part. You have to protect your eyes too. And there's some people out there, and I have seen it, believe me, their eyes are blooded red.
Oh.
Their eyes are so red. It scares you.
Wow.
You're like, oh my goodness, he's either high or he does have the virus.
It's like the zombie apocalypse.
Well, we need to be dressing like the Muslim. That's the way it sounds.
That is.
I mean, that's,
but I know
they covered everything.
God bless Nurse V and her colleagues because they had several people that came through that had COVID
I imagine.
and they had to get tested themselves. So God bless you guys, and they've been secure. And the reason why is because of the hazmatic, outfits they wear. So it does protect them. It does work, guys.
So Nurse V, let's wrap this pod up. What should we be doing over the holidays? Thanksgiving is coming. A lot of people finna get their butt on planes and fly and all of this.
They're telling you on the news. The mayor's telling you. I 100% agree. I'm talking about the mayor, Orange County mayor. I'm going by him because he's so humble. He cares about his people. He cares about his community.
Right.
He's telling everyone, and everybody else, is telling. We're trying to tell people stay in your home. What I'm trying to say is the people that live with you, if you have 5 or 10 people living with you already, they're used to each other, immune system. They're always together. You celebrate with those people. Do not invite people from the outside to come in your house. Don't invite your cousin from New York coming. Come over to my house for Thanksgiving. Don't invite your family from Miami to come over for Thanksgiving. No. You stay with the people that come to your house. They're used to you being there all the time. Mostly the people that live with you. That's who you can come to your house. But it has to be less than 10. They're saying up to 10. But less than 10, and watch, you have to be keeping a little bit of your distance. But I'm telling you right now, if you plan to go to people's home, you plan to do this and that, getting with a whole bunch of people, that's the biggest thing you're doing. It's a dangerous zone because who's to say 2 weeks later, 10 days later, not even that, 48 hours later, somebody in that group got very sick.
Wow.
And now everyone else has to be tested now.
I know that there was 8 kids that had it at my son's school. It affected over 200 people. That's how fast that is.
That quick.
Yeah, that fast because it's a child. Then it's their families, their
Then
parents. Then it's their
and then
colleagues.
the kids, the kids are not going to wear that mask, right? Them kids, man, when they get out, they pulling the mask down.
It's
the
kinda
mask
hard
is
for little kids.
It's hard for
you
us.
gotta do it, but
I walk in the store and say, darn, I got to walk all the way back
dang.
out there and get my mask. Nurse V, we appreciate you,
Yeah,
honey.
we're the testing.
I'm done. Where the testing's
I'm
at?
telling you, this is one Thanksgiving you'll never forget. But
That
you
is
know what?
true.
It's better to be safe than have your loved one pass away. And next year there'll be another Thanksgiving. Hopefully you can celebrate.
Yeah.
better. Some people are
In
happy
peace.
outdoors. Some people are gathering, like if they have 5 or 6 people, they'll eat outside instead. That's fine. But don't be going to people's home, over 10 people or more.
Yeah.
And, some people are doing it outside. Well, God bless them, even outside. But still, keep in mind, if you're outside, guess what? You're still going to go in the house. You got to go to the bathroom, don't you?
You still gotta go
Oh,
inside.
right. Miss Nurse V gone. I'm thinking, Nurse V, you scared the hell out of us. God bless you, Nurse V. Hey, we got the one and the only, Mrs. Angela. How you grooving, Miss Angela?
Oh, yes.
You know Miss Angela loves this music.
Yes, she does. I hear all the time she saying, you playing some of that old school stuff, Prince? How you doing, Miss Angela?
I'm loving all that old school music.
Yes, sir. It's something about this jam right here. You could just spin. That one of the ones you could take about one finger, spin around and spin it back around.
I get
you know
it.
what I'm saying? Yeah. So, Miss Angela, what's been going on in the world? What's going on with your sister?
Yes. So Miss Angela, guys, don't forget, she is the CEO of Miss International World and Miss Latina International. She's killing the game. She's going to be larger than Miss USA.
Right, I believe that.
And we're
too.
part of this journey.
Ain't that something? So we all riding together, right?
Well, we got a lot going on. First of all, we're going to give a big shout out to Miss International World Germany, Sabina Carrick. Today is her birthday.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Happy birthday.
So we definitely got to say a happy birthday to her. And we've been doing some amazing things with our Miss International World Galia. We just got her booked through John Casablanca on a music video coming up on Friday.
Wow.
But she's also going to be doing a photo shoot for Supermodels Unlimited in December, where she's going to be modeling for guests.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and that's going into a national publication. So we're really on the roll there. And she's, of course, she is the elite supermodel of the year. So she's done some wonderful things. And through Supermodels Unlimited, she's actually going to have a makeup line named after her.
That's insane, Miss Angela. And by the way, I'm wearing a Guess watch. I have a Guess purse. I love Guess.
Yeah, Guess is what's it. What's up?
I'm wearing it right now. Check it out. That's amazing.
Yes, congratulations.
Well, thank you. Yeah, so we're very excited about that. I mean, we're definitely moving right along, even though we're still in the middle of a pandemic, but we're making great strides. And coming up next year, we're going to have an amazing training program for girls around the world that definitely want to get into the pageant, and definitely would love to bring Mimi into that, because a lot of these girls need training as far as media and how to be on a red carpet, how to answer questions on the spot.
Yeah.
So it's we're starting that with our director in India, Akshata, and it's going to be absolutely amazing.
Wow.
This is going to be a training program that's going to go around the world.
This is insane,
All right.
Miss Angela. This is huge. And who she collaborated with in India is impressive.
Ashanta.
Impressive what they got going on over there.
Awesome.
Yes, I can't
We're
wait.
going to India.
Oh my goodness! I
going to
claimed
India.
that last year.
Yeah.
Miss Angela.
I've been wanting to go cross seas.
Me too.
It's a big world out here. I want to
Absolutely.
take peace on the streets all over.
Absolutely.
I don't want to. Now I hope I can bring that barbecue grill.
I know it, right?
Give them some Memphis style barbecue over in India.
Yeah, you got to bring that barbecue grill, because what would it be without us having a hamburger or a hot dog somewhere around the world?
For
Hey,
real.
that's right. Hey, we'll make that happen. That's how we have to do it. Put it on the plane, train. Where there's a wheel, there's a way.
I hear you on
know
that.
what I'm saying? So slap the apple coming to India.
It's so funny that you should say that, because many years ago when I was on a New Year's Eve cruise with Holland America, and I was a 14-day cruise, and every night you go in a dining room, and it's gourmet food. So we got into St. Thomas, and I think everybody was just so tired of eating all these these gourmet dishes that we spotted a pizza town. And I said, well, that's it. I'm going into Pizza Town. That pizza never tasted so good. Because it was like, oh, my God. I'll never forget. It's funny you should say that, because one of the passengers that was walking behind me said, can't we find a hamburger or a hot dog? He said, I'm getting so tired. He said, of all this sauce and, mushrooms. He said, all this stuff.
Yeah.
And it's so funny, because when you start eating gourmet food, you realize, it's great for maybe the first couple of nights, but then after a while, it's like, you're right. Can I get a hot dog or a hamburger? Eating McDonald's at that point was looking really good. So that's true. You got to sneak that on the plane.
That's it.
And if you get somewhere, if you don't like the food, you open up that grill, and there's your hamburger and your hot dog.
There it is right there.
And you got a special family-owned sauce that you can eat out of the bottle. It's so good.
Oh, we never know. Maybe you can hook something on the cruise where we have barbecue night. Bring the grill there. I don't need a real big grill, just a medium.
Are you allowed to bring a grill in the shit?
You want to laugh? On Bahama
I did not know that.
Princess
we
gets
got a
trouble.
grill out there. That grill goes 24 hours. It's 2 o'clock in the
true.
morning. You can go out there and get a
That's
hot dog
true.
and a hamburger.
That's it.
You guys, we're gonna go with Miss International World on a cruise ship to the Bahamas.
Yeah.
Last time we were there, I interviewed over 53 women that were the contestants. They were amazing and impressive. The show is insane.
Right.
So you guys definitely want to be a part of this. Watch out. We're going to broadcast. It's going to be a big deal.
Yes, indeed.
Can't wait. And Tito Puente Jr. will be in a cruise ship once again.
Yeah, that's what's up.
We got to get that little Spanish on.
Most definitely.
Everybody dances.
That's right.
Everybody gets in.
Yeah.
So, Miss Angela, release again all your platforms. How can we find you, and how can the women be a part of this organization?
Well, it's great because, as you know, Miss Mermaid there wants to definitely get in.
Yes.
Emily Alexander, and she I just received a lot of her cosmetic samples, so she's definitely going to be the cosmetic sponsor for the pageant. But people can always find me on social media, on my personal page, Angela Basilico, or MS International World, MS Latina International, and then on Instagram, MS International World. So, and then of course, always every Wednesday night, Peace on the Street.
Yeah. Thank you, Miss Angela. We appreciate you.
Yes. Guys, be on the lookout. Emily Alexander is going to be part of this organization. You want to check that out.
Yes. Hey, we never know, Mimi. We might have Slap the Apple Memphis Style Barbecue going on a cruise.
That'll be amazing to sponsor. We have Roman Tillis in the building. More to come. Roman Tillis.
God bless you, Miss Angela. We'll talk to you later, darling. All right, glad to have you in the building, brother.
Glad to be here.
So tell us your platform, brother, and how did you get to what you doing to your platform, my man?
Sure. First of all, I'm a Christian rapper. Raps about my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. How I got here, to make a long story a little bit short, not too long. I kind of had this gift to rap. I think the first time I discovered it, I was at one of my friend's house, and they had like this room they call like the rapping room, where like you couldn't get in there unless you started like rapping. And I always wanted to go in this room, and I told myself, man, I'm going to get in this room today. So something told me, like, I'm getting in this room.
Okay.
I don't care what they say. I'm going in this room, regardless if I know how to rap or not, I'm getting. So I walk in the room. Everybody, my boys, they spit and freestyle. I'm like, yo, this is so amazing. Like, this is so cool. And to the point, they look at me. They're like, Shorty, you gotta rap. I gotta what? Oh, you got to get kicked out of the room. So I kid you not, Prince, I opened up my mouth. I don't know what I said that day. I just opened up my mouth. They stopped. They looked at me. And you know that little momentary pause. You look like, oh dang, I think I said something trash. I didn't say nothing good.
Right.
And they looked at me like, oh snap, oh. So I was like, okay, cool. Maybe I can rap. So
Had you been kind of working on your craft though? Anyway, you know, you just hadn't bought it out yet for the people.
And how old were you at that point?
At that point, I say I was roughly around 10. And no, I was not working on my craft.
What?
No,
10?
I wasn't.
Wow.
I
So
wasn't.
Christian rap,
Right.
I know that's very important to you.
Yeah.
Right.
Why? I guess if you're listening to some of the rappers that you hate, Mimi, here's some rappers. I'm not calling no name, 'cause we might have them on the show.
I don't
one
want
day.
to say hate. I dislike. I don't hate
dislike-
anyone.
Yeah, no, I
or
mean,
anything. Yeah,
but you dislike their music.
yeah. I like meaningful messages.
You don't like trashy.
It has to have hip hop is lyrical. If you don't got lyrics, I don't know.
Right. Right.
So right, Roman, and great question. Now, at 10 years old, were you surrounded by Christian artists or just artists? Period. And what made you go into Christian music?
I definitely wasn't surrounded by Christian artists. I was just surrounded by artists. So naturally, I followed them, and obviously going down that path, I wasn't rapping about God or nothing like that. I was rapping about everything that I've seen in the world or perceived that I knew about, such as, drugs, girls, women, cars, money.
Interesting.
Nothing that I was even involved in.
Right.
I knew
Interesting.
people around it, but I wasn't personally involved with
You know
it.
what we call that, right?
No.
A studio gangster.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I never heard of that.
Yeah, that means you rapping about something that you're not.
Yeah.
And even like a lot of guys that be slugging and thugging, they saying you really a studio rapper. A lot of you guys are not doing it.
Yeah.
And then that's when gangster rap kicked into play, and that's when the gunplay kicked in. That's how gangster rap got in. You had guys that were selling drugs was able to buy studio time.
Oh, like Biggie Smalls.
Yes.
Yeah, but everyone thought
Eazy-E.
Biggie Smalls was actually a gangster. No, he wasn't.
Yeah.
We all know him from selling drugs in the streets, and that is all.
Easy Eat them first. Easy
Yeah.
Eat them one that started it.
So how did you get out of that then?
Yeah.
How did I get out of it? That's interesting. It was just one day I was in church, and I think it was a sermon I was listening to or something like that. I can't remember per se. And I remember when the pastor was talking about, everything that you do, it should edify God in some type of way, some type of format. And when he said that, I'm thinking, shoot, I do music, but I definitely don't talk about God in my music.
Right.
And I felt so convicted. So I was like, let me switch everything up. Let me try something different. Let me see if I can edify God through my music and go that route and see what happened. And, ever since then, I never decided to look back or nothing like that. It's been a really dope experience to make music that's edifying to him. And I always think, when I'm making a song, like, would this be a song that God would put in his headphones and,
and
like,
make his head.
like, yeah.
And so, okay, as a rapper, then, because they say we built in His image.
Yeah.
So your job as a Christian rapper to make God say, yeah, I can make it. I'm making head bounce.
Yeah,
to this.
I try to make his head bounce. I be like, man, if God was listening, will he be bouncing his head to it, or he be looking like, I don't know about this one?
See, like when my God is silly.
Yeah.
Cause, as a comedian, somewhat, because he said I'm built in His image. So if I'm comical, and we know, so he must be comical too.
Yes.
Ain't what you do, is how you do it. So if I'm built in His image, he has jokes probably for days.
He probably got the best jokes ever.
Out of the best raps.
Probably, I be thinking.
Oh man, because he's all knowing. Oh, you couldn't beat God rap.
I be thinking that same time. Like,
he can say something that'll blow your mind.
Probably explode my mind. I don't know.
Man.
So when you started going into Christian rap, though, how old were you at that point when you never went back?
I would say when I really took it serious and never decided to go back, I say, I'm not gonna lie, I probably was like 21.
Whoa!
All right, yes,
amazing.
Sir. Hey.
So the whole time he's trying to find his way.
Yes.
He found it at 21, never went back.
Amazing.
Any age, guys.
That's great.
He still surrounded himself with what he liked to do.
Yeah.
But he found what was best for him, what he felt was comfortable, where he could go in full force.
Right.
And now to this day, you perform at events, churches, or
I ain't gonna lie. I performed at churches. I performed at bars. I performed in competitions.
Nice.
Showcases.
Showcases.
Yeah, I performed in a lot of places that I would never thought I'd be able to get in or be able to set a stage, but it's really dope.
But I heard you got a big event you'll be performing at in December the 12th.
Yes. I was presented with a really great opportunity to work with a great radio station, Peace on the Street, and link up with them. December 12th for this Christmas event. I'm really excited for it. Because Miss Mimi hyped it up, and she told me about X, Y, and Z, and I'm like, oh my God, it's a lot of people. So I'm really excited for it. I really hope everybody who's listening, or through social media, find a way to get out to the event, because I think it's gonna be a really dope event. I've been to Mimi events previously before, and she usually turn out and bring a really dope event.
Turn out for what?
Yeah. Amazing.
So you guys, you can make sure you come out December the 12th. It's going to be live and popping live.
It's going to be live. Guys, the whole environment's going to be dope. It's not just Mimi. I so appreciate that. There's other like-minded individuals just like myself.
Ramsey.
And wait till you get with all of them. You're going to be like, this is great.
Yeah, John.
I mean, it's so many. It's just so many. But we're all like-minded. And we're all here. Actually, we're here for a purpose.
That's right.
And you know the mission.
Yes, sir.
And it's to bring everybody closer to God.
Exactly.
I'm just saying.
Off the Peace on the Street. We got to get another song in, and we'll be back with Roman. We got to wrap this party up.
Roman Tillis in the building.
Is he going to ride with us the rest of the night?
He is. He said he will.
Oh, he riding with us? Yeah. Oh, man, we got plenty of time to talk. We got to keep it locked to Peace on the Street.
Ow. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Christopher Hampton on the line, and he is an empowerment speaker, leadership coach, that he helps people recognize and embrace their personal vision and purpose. He encourages them to reach out of their comfort zone. So again, ladies and gentlemen, Christopher Hampton.
Yeah. Welcome to Peace on the Streets, brother.
How are your family? It's good to be out here in Miami with y'all from good old New Jersey where it's freezing cold right now.
Ooh, I believe it.
Yeah, I bet.
We're not ready to go up north.
At all. It was a little nippy today.
It was, wasn't it?
It was 50 degrees. I was freezing.
That was only for like 3 hours.
We're walking out here with a t-shirt and jeans. It's 29 degrees over here now.
Where y'all at?
Oh, Jersey, he said.
Oh, I know y'all got Timberland boots, though. Your feet cold. Your feet warm. I promise you that.
And Prince has something with Timberland boots. And he thinks everybody up north wears Timberland boots.
89%.
That's probably true.
We got Christopher Hampton on the line. Now, with our listeners here in Orlando, also worldwide, please introduce yourself and express exactly what you do, Mr. Christopher.
Well, I'm an empowerment speaker. Again, my name is Chris Hampton. I'm also known as Champ I Am. And that's my business name. I'm the founder of Champ I Am, the organization. And what I do is my passion is to help people really to discover their purpose and realize that a lot of times we are looking for other people to validate us, other people to tell us who we are, other people to get us to where we need to be.
Right.
And I believe that everything that you have is on the inside. Not only is the champ, my name, Steve Hampton, but, the I am is talking about that everything that I need, I am. Because, God doesn't put you down here incomplete. He gives you everything you need to get this life together. But you have to be able to recognize it. You have to be able to cultivate it and develop it. So everything you need to succeed is in you in seed form. So seeds are worthless unless you put it in the ground and water it and cultivate it and build it. And that's what my whole passion is. You always hear me talking to people. My friends will tell you, after you sit with Chris, you feel like you can do anything. Because really, you have that ability on the inside of you that if you can see that purpose, you can see what you're supposed to be doing. You might not know how to do it, and that's the journey, but you can do it. And that's the thing. Once you realize you can do it and you set your mind to do it, you start to see opportunities in front of you differently. You start to see how your job flows differently. You even see the environment around you. You want to know what's weird? 2020 has been the most traumatic year for most, but at the same time, it's been the best year when you live it through purpose. And like I say, this has been, I haven't lost anything. I've had family members get sick, but when it came to me living my purpose out, I didn't lag. Did I have to make changes in how the industry happened? Yeah, we were speaking in front of people. Now we had to pivot and change how we do our business. And then I ended up becoming a global speaker this year, just off of pivoting and making music, because I live my life understanding that although problems come, it doesn't change your purpose.
Right. And you got to figure it out. There's some things you have to figure out. But I like what you had said about you once you plant the seed, you have to water it. But what happened to a lot of people's seed? They kill it. And you know how you kill it? With your tongue. Start taking because you don't see the seed that's growing in the ground because we can't see it. But once you plant the seed, you already know it's coming. But you have to water it with speaking positive
So how
thoughts.
do you water it?
Positive
Right, well,
thoughts.
you see, again, death is a part of it. People are actually, death is a part of the agricultural phase, because in order for that seed to get in the ground, it has to die. We don't want to die. And I mean, you got to die the right way. You can shrivel up and die, or you can die and be a part of the process. And when you were saying, how do we water that seed? You got to water it and protect it. You can't let the voices of doubt and your insecurities and the haters. And when I say haters, when you allow haters to influence your purpose and take you off of who you are. I started speaking 5 years ago and started putting the work in it 5 years ago. But when I first started, nobody knew my name. Nobody knew who Chris was. You still don't know who Chris was. You introduced me to a new group of people in Florida who don't know who Chris is, but you're going to know who Chris is now.
I know that's right.
But they're like, who are you to speak? You're not Les Brown. Who are you? You're not Jakes. You're not Oprah. You're not all these people. And if I would have listened to the haters discouraged me from my purpose, I would not be able to walk into the provision that I'm currently walking in right now, because I come from the philosophy that provision does not come if you're not walking in vision. So when you look at it, you're like, if you ever broke and you're lacking, you have to ask yourself, am I walking in my purpose? Because provision is made for the vision.
I love it.
So well said. So where do you speak, and how can our listeners follow you and follow your work? 'Cause this is amazing. He's right on point, right, guys?
You better believe it.
Well, I'm Champ I Am, so you can see ChampIam.org. And people are like, you spell champion wrong. I said, no, once you see once you understand Champ I Am, you'll never look at champion the same.
I gotta ask this question.
Champions here.
I got a great question, Mr. Hampton. I want to know what made you though find your purpose. How did you identify your purpose?
Well, I've always known that I was in a leadership. I've always had I've been drawn to leadership. So I've always been drawn to leadership. I've always been in a position where I've always speak. So I used to watch Les Brown when he came on the black and white TV, And he was on public access television, and I was a young kid, and I would always look at Les Brown and say, I could do that.
Wow.
I want to do that. And then my mom would have me do, back when we had church, and we don't do this that much anymore, but we used to have Easter recitations, and your mom would make you get up there and say, Jesus died on the cross and all that, but I didn't know that all those different speeches that she was making me do was preparing me for my purpose. And then what happened was, I've always said it, but didn't put any work behind it. And that's one of the lessons that I learned, that your purpose is an alternative future. It's not a promise. So it's not something that's definite, because you can see your purpose, you can see your vision, but if you don't put no work to it, it's not going to happen. You're going to live in an alternative future.
Well,
and that's what was happening.
You know the scriptures.
I was working 3 jobs. I was working 3 jobs
That's
at a
true.
hospital. I was selling my day job, and I had to earn incomes. Right, I had that 3 resources, but I was working myself out. And then I was coming off my night shift job, and my heart started to palpitate. And I was in my late 30s. Like, I'm 45 now, so I was in my late 30s, and I'm sitting here like, what happened? And the hospital, the doctor was like, you might have had a heart attack.
Whoa.
Now here I am in my late 30s, and I'm sitting here like, it wasn't that I had a heart attack that I had a reaction to. My reaction was, no, I didn't do what I was called to do.
So it
I was
put a
like,
lot on him.
yeah.
It put a lot on his heart.
I was like, wow. And then I'm sitting here, and I'm a spiritual person, so I'm talking to God. I'm like, well, you called me to speak, but nobody knows my name. He said, speak. And I said, but nobody's going to hire me. Who's going to pay me to speak? He said, speak. So what I did was I joined Toastmasters. And when I joined Toastmasters, I presented myself as, I'm Chris Hampton, I'm Champ I Am, and I'm a motivational speaker. I'm going to be a motivational speaker. And in that 6 months that I joined Toastmasters, I ended up becoming an award-winning speaker through Toastmasters, because I won the competition in New Jersey, and ended up being first place in New Jersey, and then going into competition in the Philadelphia area and became third place in that. So now I was like,
go ahead,
wow,
boy.
6 months in, I'm an award-winning speaker.
6 months
and what happened was, they started to believe what I said I was. And that's the key to somebody, is that you got to start seeing your purpose and saying your purpose. And even though you're not in your purpose yet, you will find out that as you start to believe it, you start to speak it, you start to do it, they'll believe the rap that you say that you're giving.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
Absolutely.
But you got to believe it. And because
Yes,
it
you
starts
do.
with you, because if you're not believing it, then it's hard to sell it to everybody
you
else.
cannot.
People like, man, you don't even believe it yourself.
No, you cannot. And you know what they say? Your character is your fate. You can fake the funk for so long,
Right.
but it'll come right back out. So whom you are is what it is. You make sure you stay who you are, and you can take over the world. But if you can't find your passion, or you can't find it yet, don't worry, because there's others out there that will help you. You just got to make sure you surround yourself with like-minded individuals, passionate,
Those are the people that are
ambitious.
called to help you, and that's the thing. Is that that's one of the things that I start teaching, is once you start to vocalize your vision is bigger than you.
John Paul. And this was in 72.
No way!
Still sound good.
It does.
They don't make
Wow.
music like that no more.
They
right?
do not. Why?
I don't know. What didn't happen, It's
So
just
like
sad.
Motown and the whole real rhythm and blues is gone?
Yeah, unless somebody can pick this man up, and start back carrying it, because it's just some of the songs they listen to that they play on the radio, I might just know 2-3 words what they saying. Other than that, I don't know what the hell they doing.
Or they all sound so similar. It's kind of like, was that the last artist?
Yeah.
Back in the day, guys, look, let's not front. Back in the day when artists was, doing their thing, we knew where they were from. We knew when a West Coast artist was coming on playing.
Right.
We knew when the East Coast. We knew Southern. We knew Georgia, Florida, Texas. We could recognize and identify them all.
Exactly.
Now we don't know where they're from.
Everybody sound the same.
They all sound the same.
Yeah. I wonder, because I liked the West Coast.
Me
when they
too.
kicked in
I was really eager to hear their
Snoop
beats
Dogg
and the
and
way
all
they
them.
flowed.
Yeah.
It's just a different, and in dialect, it was just awesome.
Yeah.
And even in the South, even Georgia, you knew when Outkast was coming on, you knew
Yeah.
where they were from.
Right.
The whole slang and the whole, I loved it.
And then we
I love
knew
the culture.
Miami. We knew when Luke was hey, get it,
Get it, Captain coming, and you knew it was down south like Florida. You get
exactly,
it,
right.
And now it's like it's just there's nothing different, right?
Yeah.
No, is it just me?
That's true. Now you speaking facts.
Because even I hear guys from Harlem that's sounding like the South. So I'm like, ooh, this guy's from Brooklyn.
Yeah. Wow.
It's just no. I like culture, and I thought that it was. I thought it was amazing. You know.
Yeah,
back
it was. It was. That was the best time.
then. The '90s.
Yes. The 90s. Yes, the 90s. Yeah, I mean, hey, they bought it. That's when it kicked in. I mean, rap was riding.
Yeah.
In the 80s, we rolled with LL was rocking.
Oh yes.
LL was rocking the
Run
bells.
DMC,
You know what I'm
and that
saying?
started the whole paveway for everything.
Run DMC was so large.
Lyrical.
People do not even know how large Run DMC. We couldn't wait for Run DMC
They
to
honestly
drop
put
it.
us on the map for the East Coast, from New York being #1 in hip hop.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah, I mean, Run DMC was it. I mean, we couldn't wait for the albums to drop. And
Yes,
so, you
I know it.
And then they had attitude.
Yeah.
You know, they had attitude. They wasn't friendly. You know what I'm saying? They looked at Kurt, you know what I'm saying?
But God bless his soul, because the DJ passed away. He
Yeah, well,
actually
he
got
got killed.
murdered. Yeah.
Man, it's sad. And they said he was trying to help a lot of people in the community, man. And somebody came in.
Just shot him right in the studio.
The hate is real. People don't think the hate is real. The hate is real. As soon as you try to start doing something and trying to be successful, everybody ain't happy for
Yeah.
your success.
I've also been told, though, when you do become like that, you do gotta, you can't give yourself to everybody.
Right.
And I've been told that, Mimi, your energy shouldn't be given to everybody, even though I'm like, I don't get it. I thought it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
But they're like, you gotta kind of know where to go.
Because you
with
know
it.
why they say that? Because some people drain your
I
energy.
don't know.
That's why. That's why you're losing energy if you're wasting on people that drain your energy. Because your energy went nowhere. You might well keep it to yourself.
Wow.
So that's
deep.
what that means, is that when you're giving your power, your energy, your power to people that don't deserve it, because then it don't go nowhere. So you just really wasted that energy. You could have saved it for someone else that's worth a cause.
But isn't that I feel like that's my purpose.
Yeah.
I feel like I
But
I
you
should.
know, we know what we do. We give, and then the ones that receive it, they receive it. If not, then hey, you can't really be
Can't
focused
dwell
on that
it.
too much.
Yeah, I hear you on that.
You know what I'm saying? That's just
Yeah.
like what we be talking about where somebody might steal our ideas. I mean, that you might take the same idea that I have, but if you don't have that passion
You're
for it
right.
and what I got for it, then it's not gonna work
You're
for
right.
you.
Absolutely.
You can't be no copycat.
You can.
You got to be original in this
And I'll
thing.
be telling Prince, be quiet. Let's write this down. Let's pattern it.
Yeah.
So Roman
So-
Tillis, you're performing here with us December 12th at Orlando's Nursery, one of the largest nurseries in Orlando.
Yes.
Powered by Peace on the Streets Radio
Yeah.
and In the Mirror, Mr.
Right.
Ramses. So Roman, real quick, give us the name of the titles of the songs you're singing.
Yeah, first song is called Since I Met God. The second will be called Hockey Puff.
Nice. That's what's
How
up.
can we find your work so our viewers and listeners can check up on you before they see you live?
You can find me on all type of streaming platforms, Spotify, iTunes, Google, Amazon, all that as Roman Tillis, ROMANTILUS. Social media, Instagram is same Roman, but it's _ TILUS. Facebook, just Roman Tillis. Snapchat, Roman Tillis. TikTok, Roman Tillis. Just like that.
Where does Roman
man.
Tillis come from? The name.
Oh, absolutely. Right, first the Roman part, because the book of Roman in the Bible is a really dope book, and my pastor do this thing every year where we do Witness Training School, and most of the portion of the how to talk to somebody about your belief and share the gospel is in Roman, and I really liked it, so I took Roman, and Tillis is just my last name, so I just put them together.
Roman
Well
Tillis.
done.
Yeah,
And
man.
your parents must be so proud of you and your whole family.
My parents, I come from an island background, so
Huh.
telling my dad and my mom that I want to make music or do music for
What?
a living or fit in prison, they look at me like, "What are you talking about?"
You want to be a who?
Really?
What?
Oh, wow.
Like, what is this? Like music?
Yeah.
How do they feel? I have a question. How do they feel though when you're making these videos and you are rapping? Do they understand the rap itself?
No, cause my parents are a little old,
I understand.
elderly, so and then especially I be sometimes rapping flat, switch it up.
But they know it's about God. They know.
They know I'm rapping about God and everything, but most of the time when I'm I'm making music, when I'm doing the video, they're like, okay, just be safe and stuff like that.
That's because you're doing well. And you know what? What you're doing, honestly, Prince, is like you going against the grind.
Yeah.
There's so much mainstream, and that's like overtaking or overseeing. I say.
Yeah.
A lot of the positive, influential artists, even the Christian artists, they're not really getting their exposure they deserve, and it's like overlapping them. I don't understand why they don't get that. And wouldn't you want to expose lyrics or something that has a meaning or even a message? It could be raw. It could get in because people have testimonies in their life. But I don't understand how they are not looked at as fast. So that's what we're doing here on Peace on the Streets Radio.
That's right.
We're bringing that in, making sure they get the exposure, making sure those guys are heard. You got to come December 12th.
Yes.
You
Yes.
got to see this roster. The lineup is so amazing.
Yeah, it is.
I was at home listening to everybody. I was so happy.
Wow.
I was hearing it from track to track to track. I'm like, oh, I can't wait
Yes.
to when they come in. You're going to have all these artists that are really saying a message, and they get in.
Yes.
And they are not Ricky Dick. They have EPKs out. They have albums, and they have a lineup that's going on right now.
Hey, I can't wait, you
I
guys.
know it.
December 12th, you all don't want to miss it. It's going to be live and off the charts.
Thank you for being with us, Roman Tillis, and
Thank
for
you
wanting
for
to be a
having
part
me.
of this event. That takes a lot of not just support, but trust.
Yeah.
To come on the platform, and I appreciate that.
Yes, for sure. And we thank you, brother. We enjoyed you, man. So
Thank
you're
you.
home. So whenever you have anything going on or release anything,
Well,
hey,
actually,
you guys, you
I
come
do,
make
actually
sure.
do got something going on this Friday.
Oh,
actually.
what?
I actually have a performance at the Soundbar November 20th this Friday. So it's about to be crazy.
All right.
So wait, the sound bar is open to everybody. It's not just.
There's two. You can come and pay at the door, and they practice in social distance. Bring your mask, do the best. They also doing the way where you can stream it online and watch it on YouTube,
Interesting.
I believe, and everything. But
Nice.
it's a really dope show.
So this is a mainstream event. You're walking into mainstream.
The company they pretty mainstream. They work with like a lot of non-Christian mainstream artists and
way.
stuff. And most likely, I'm probably gonna be the only like gospel
I'm
artist
so
in there.
ready.
So
You're beating the ground. I've done that before. I'm telling you, Roman Tillis, keep going. I started off doing that with my sister, and we were the only ones that were actually bringing that into mainstream. Where we walked off a stage, and people were like, "You're bold." I don't want to say bold. I want to say we're here. We're relating a message.
yeah.
I want to. So I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, thank
You
you.
got to release that, so we're all gonna follow your page, and we can watch this.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
We appreciate you. A big shout out to Grace Bible Church, by the
Yes.
way. Gotta give them a shout out. So many of them watching us right now, supporting our family as we are under that umbrella. And we appreciate them for watching and listening and for their trust and support.
Yeah,
Yes.
we thank you guys. In case you guys don't know, WOKB is having a fundraiser.
right.
It's a fish fry. So what is it? Saturday, November the 21st at WOKB 50 South Clark Road. You guys support WOKP campaign AM to FM, enlarging our territory to spread the gospel of Jesus Christ and much more. WOKB 1680 AM original 1600 AM is historical, the oldest black station for over 65 years. We are the heart and soul
Who
of
would've thought?
Central Florida, willing to do anything in order to make our community better. It's time to move on to the next level,
Hey!
and that's FM, baby.
Hey!
Our window of opportunity is short, and financially we can't do it alone, so we are asking for help. We have officially launched the 1680 campaign on Facebook. If you would like to be a corporate sponsor, please call 407-293-9652. WOKB 1680, you guys, we're coming to FM.
Guys, we're now FM. Congratulations!
Yeah, so you guys make sure you give. Go to Facebook, WOKB
release that.
1680 a page, and give, you guys, in case, we trying to go to the next level.
Yeah, guys.
FM is where it's at.
Yeah, that's it. We appreciate AM because we have the freedom to express ourselves freely.
Yes, we do.
That's a huge deal.
Yeah, it
so we
is.
appreciate that fact.
Yeah.
But now we're collaborating, conjoining into FM. We'll be both.
Yes.
And now we even hit more platforms.
That's
we
right,
hit
you guys.
More radio
Please
airwaves.
give. Every donation counts. Yeah, it's not
Absolutely.
no too big or too small, you guys. We need it right here, you guys. We're going to FM.
I can't believe
Yeah. So you guys keep it locked to Peace on the Street. We got another couple of more songs.
Big shout to Josh that's watching right now.
What's
Josh
up,
Giles.
What's up, Josh? You guys, we got another song, man.
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
Peace on the streets. We have Roman Tillis in the building. Thank you for being with us tonight.
Thanks, Ron.
He's one of the artists that are performing December 12th. All right, guys, it's time to go.
Yeah, it is.
Now, the saddest thing is wasted talent. Don't waste the gift that God has given you.
Right.
Go full force. Don't let fear or intimidation stop you. Buenas noches, Orlando.
Yeah, on the knees of you too, man. And you guys, thank you for being a part of Peace on the Streets. We'll be back on again next week. Same time, same location. You guys be safe. Social distance. Remember what Nurse V said.
That's it.
Wash your hands.
And stay local, stay small this Thanksgiving, guys. We can fight 1 year about
That's
this.
right.
You know, we want to make sure everybody's safe.
Exactly.
God bless, guys. Good night.
Peace on the Streets. We out.
Buenas noches.
Okay, 16